Sawasdee krap. We wanted to show you one of the cultural places of Thailand. The background of Thailand and its national identity is very deeply rooted in Buddhism. We stand in front of one of the golden pagodas, which every single village in Thailand would have one of these somewhere amongst their community, where local people would come and they would worship, and they would also pay respect to their families and to the gods in which that they worship. Buddhism is not just a religion for people of Thailand, it's part of their national identity, and they believe that both Buddhism and being Thai are deeply rooted together. So it's an expectation of all family members to come and be a part of this community of Buddhism as they are Thais. Depending on which nation you come from, different Buddhist groups would believe different things, kind of like a denomination. If you're from Tibet, you might believe slightly different things than if you're from Myanmar or Thailand. But one thing that they do all have in common is their common belief in their spiritual realm. They are very superstitious because they believe that all life is suffering. It's a proverb in which they follow. They believe that in life you must endure suffering in order that you would have a better life as you are reincarnated or incarnated again and again and again, always hoping for that last time of enlightenment before you reach nirvana.
Buddhists usually they keep like old trees because they believe that the spirit is stay in the old tree, so they usually keep the old tree, and sometimes they come to worship as well because they believe that the spirit is some of the old tree as well. So this is one of the buildings that they put the Buddha, the statue inside, and in front of the building you will see the serpent, the big serpent. They built it in order to protect the building, so that they believe that this serpent have the power that to protect the building. So most of the building they put up the big serpent in front of the building.
This building is to house the statues, some of the most important and sacred things as part of the Buddhist religion. As you can see, it is beautifully decorated, it's very ornate, it's very gold. The reason behind this is Buddhists and monks believe that they must surrender all things during their life and they must suffer. To do this, they end up living in very mediocre or very simple houses, but they create these because what they want is for the demons that torment people to come and want to dwell inside these buildings instead of dwelling within their home. So in order to not be tormented at home, they build these temples and then they put their monuments and statues within, and they invite the spirits to come within here and live and dwell in this place, and so as to basically escape them from causing harm to them on a daily basis, that they might try to live in some kind of simplicity.
So this is the most important rule for the Buddhists, and it's the secret place that they come to intercession when they have the special time there to pray for, so that they come here and they intercede here and they honor here. So this is the special rule for them.
As you can see behind me, there's large gates. It's the welcome to this compound. There's a lot of similarities that can be drawn between Buddhism and Christian cultures. They understand that in the spiritual realm there's a significance to the height of where something is built. And we're standing on ground that's probably the highest of this township and this community around us. They always look for the highest mound or hill or mountain in order to erect their temples and places of worship. They understand that's a place where the spirit realm is stronger. Buddhists believe in serving their community, serving one another. And so a common part that Buddhists have to take part in is their children must come to the temples to serve for a week, for a month, for a year. At a certain age, just before graduating school, they get dedicated to a temple which they must come and live and spend time serving the community from. Many of our children that we have in our home have spent time in temples such like this, where they're brought into the temple, their heads are shaved and they're cleansed down, they're wrapped in robes, and then they commit a week, a month or a year in order to serve the temple and also serve the community around them.
So behind of me you will see a bell. So this bell will ring every day for different time, and especially when they have an announcement to the village, so that they will use this bell before the village leader to speak, or before the monk is speaking, they will ring. It's different time in the day.